3D printing for libraries. 3D printers are an exciting new digital fabrication tool available for libraries and youth media centers. They've become popular because of their versatility. 3D printers are known for being able to print pretty much everything. How to use a 3D printer. All right, I'm back at the library to do some 3D printing. Let's go inside. So the 3D printers are located down here on the lower floor in this room called the Creative Experience. Come on in. So this 3D printer is actively printing something. It's called, according to Jamil, my library friend, an 8mm, but we don't know what that is. So there's the Dremel tool, making it happen. And you can see down here where it has how much longer the project has left on it and where you can pause and stop it. This is, when you step back, this is what it looks like. They have 5 3D printers. So here I am loading the plate into the 3D printer, just clicking it in, making sure it's in place, and then shutting the door. So now I am calibrating the 3D printer. So it's asking me to verify that the plate's in there, and here the plate goes, it starts to rise up. It rises up to meet these pointed looking, almost, you can see them right there at the top, these pointed looking knobs. And they almost are testing out to see how level the plate is. So that's what at the top, that where the Dremel is moving, that's kind of what's on the Dremel, is those little knobs. Jamil tells me that they don't calibrate the 3D printers after every single print. Usually they just do it if one of the 3D printers is finicky. So right now I'm opening it and adjusting one of the knobs and then verifying that I did that and shutting the door. I do that one more time, actually I think twice more later on. So here I go again. I'm just adjusting one of the knobs, just turning it a little bit one way, and then verifying that I did that. So that's just part of how you calibrate the plate, making sure that it's level for the print. It's complete.
Filament.
Filament.
Hit change filament.
Change filament.
Alright, so now you have to cut that filament.
Okay.
You do the honors?
I guess I can do the honors. Here we go.
Clip it right here.
Okay.
Right there. Perfect.
Cool.
Alright, open this up right here. Just kind of turn it. Turn to your left.
Ooh.
There you go. Pull it out.
Okay.
Sit it down somewhere, anywhere.
Anywhere.
Pull out that filament right there.
Okay.
Great.
Hey, baby.
Put it down anywhere.
Okay.
And take this filament right here. You want to make sure that RF side is on the inside. So you want to turn it this way.
Okay.
And you want to get you a little bit. You want to get you a little bit to feed. So get this piece right here.
Okay.
You want to. Wait a minute, not yet. You want to take that little piece, snake it in that holes right here.
Oh, baby. There we go.
You do it all day. Snake it all the way till it comes out the top.
Okay.
Now you put it on the hole now.
Boom.
Yep.
And then what else at the top?
You don't have to worry about that right now.
Oh, okay.
So, take that part up there. Yep. You're gonna feed it right through here.
Feet over here.
Yep. Perfect. Now you want to take this button right here. Push that button. It's gonna start. Temperature's warmed up. It should start feeding that through. So you want to
Do I need to move? Oh, okay.
take that, feed it through there. It's a little hole right there. You see it?
Yeah. Oh.
Go ahead and feed it through. You feel it kind of grip in it?
No.
All right, push that button right there again. There you go. Now feed it through.
Okay, there we go. I think it's doing it, maybe.
I'm gonna wait till the green. You see the green.
Okay.
If you start seeing green here soon, that's when you know you've completed the process.
All right. So it's only possible to do things in one color.
We can do things in multiple colors. It's just a headache to do it.
Okay, I gotcha.
All right, so you got to see the green coming through. Hit done.
Done.
Yep. And you just successfully changed the filament.
Sweet. That was fun. So we're printing on number 2. So we're clicking number 2 on there and clicking print. Perfect. And it's happening. Here's Mr. Frog. I love him. Brand and cost. The St. Louis Public Library uses the Dremel 3D printer. So here it is. It's $2,000. Here's the filament, one example of that for the 3D printer. So they had the filament in pretty much every color, and I'm sure they had multiples of every color. So that would, of course, add price as well. But that they said was a pretty low to mid-grade printer. Down here you can see some more different kinds of Dremels, but he said that theirs was around $2,000. So I'm assuming it was the first one, this one up here. Let's talk age requirements. So most 3D printers need to be used by children who are 12 and older. Just simply because there are expensive machines and there's a couple hazards that they pose. One is that the plate, you saw me loading the plate when during the printing process and as well as the filament get really, really hot. So if a kid were to try to interfere or open the door and check on it, it could burn them. We don't want that. Also, some 3D printers, the filament can produce emissions, hazardous emissions. You want to make sure that yours is certified and that the room that it's in is well ventilated, things like that. So at the library, how students would use 3D printer is that they would use the computer-aided design software to create designs of whatever they chose. So I, for mine, did a frog because they said that that was the quickest design. It would take 30 minutes to print. There are 3 different softwares that are popular to use: Tinkercad, SketchUp, and Fusion 360 for 3D printing design in K-12 classrooms. Those are used because they're simple to manipulate the files and that they already have pre-saved files of designs and they have tutorials and things like that. So they're easy for kids to manipulate a pre-existing design. For example, my frog would be like the pre-existing design, and they said kids had come and manipulated it by putting like a wizard's hat on it or like a butt on it or things like that to make it unique and make it their own. Pros and cons. So the pros of having a 3D printer at your school is the opportunity for students to practice iterative design thinking, for students to incorporate, like geometry and things like that, math, into, designing architecture, visualizing something more artistic, maybe, kind of cross-disciplinary, creating and experimenting. That's really exciting to actually be able to see a product that they created. The cons would be the cost, and the emissions thing is kind of a big deal. You really need a ventilated room, a lot of fans to accommodate the 3D printer.